Hey guys, what's going on? This is Kyle from 2 Inch Bricks and welcome back. So today is a review on my top 10 favorite LEGO Avengers Endgame customs that I've made. Some of these will include non-purist methods and some will be made with just regular LEGO pieces, in which I will tell you which those are from so you can make your own LEGO Avengers Endgame customs. And without further ado, let's get into this video. So first off, I wanted to start off with Pepper Potts. Now this isn't really an Endgame Pepper Potts look, but it's an Endgame custom because Pepper Potts was in it. The hair is the actual hair they use for the Pepper Potts rescue armor in the new sets coming out. The hair can be found from the Fun in the Park set in LEGO or any other LEGO City set, because I got this from a random LEGO City character, or in the actual set that it comes in for Pepper Potts, which will be in November 25th, I believe, when they released the Hulk helicopter drop. The face is Captain Marvel from 2015's Avengers Space Mission, and I'll show you the secondary face it has. The torso in hands and arms are from Claire from the Jurassic World. Jurassic World, the first Jurassic World, because the second Jurassic World, her outfit has changed. That specific set is the Raptor Rampage, and the legs are from the collectible minifigures fencing guy, I guess. You know, just a regular printing. I'll show you her secondary face. That's her secondary face, and I like that because you don't always get an angry face for Pepper Potts, so by making a custom, I kind of wanted to give her an angry face, because we know she goes through a lot of stress throughout the Iron Man and Avengers movies, and especially in Endgame. So that was Pepper Potts. Next up, we have Morgan Stark from Avengers Endgame, and the torso is from the LEGO collectible minifigure unicorn guy, because I just feel that gives it like the girly effect of it. The arms, again, are from the same unicorn guy. I just used regular, plain, non-movable blue short legs. I don't actually have any of those movable legs yet, but I hope to get one. Just a regular skin tone hand, and then the blue hand from the Iron Legion, because, as you know, when she came out of her tent, she had, like, one of the blasters in Avengers Endgame, and the helmet is from the Iron Legion, from the Attack on Avengers Tower sets, because she had Pepper Potts' helmet on. I don't currently have Pepper Potts in a rescue armor set, because that has not come out at the time of the recording of this video, so I used the Iron Legion head, and I think I might actually swap that out for the helmet, because it is the opening mask. So that's the face I used for her. Let me take the helmet off for you. It was the best head I could find for Morgan, because I didn't really have one that really captured her facial expression very much. This is from a Star Wars set, one of the Resistance Troopers, and I just ended up going with regular Loki hair, because she did have kind of that straight hair, and I think it was the best hairpiece I could find personally. But that was it for Morgan Stark. Next up is Nick Fury, and even though he only made a brief appearance in Avengers Endgame, I still wanted to do him, because the head is actually from the Spider-Man Nick Fury that came with the blue torso, but instead of trying to get the helicarrier to get a black suited Nick Fury, which was a very expensive set just to get one minifig, or just go through all the trouble to just order the minifig by itself, or to get it in the new Spider-Man Far From Home set, which is the most expensive set out of the three, I just decided to make my own custom. I just used regular black movable legs. The hands are from the Nick Fury, and the torso is from General Hux from the Star Wars line, and so are the arms. And I just gave him a regular black pistol, and did use the non-purist method to continue his strap all the way around, because it just really looked weird just ending abruptly. And that was it for my Nick Fury custom. Next up is Clint Barton, or Hawkeye, and I used the head and hair from the Age of Ultron Hawkeye, because the Hawkeye we got in the Ultimate Quinjet set, this Hawkeye over here, just came with the regular quantum suit, a arrow holder in the back, whatever that's, quibble, I'm sorry. Oh, I can never get that right. The hair is the same from the Age of Ultron, they just carried it over, but I didn't really like the head they used. For some reason, I think that the Age of Ultron head captures Jeremy Renner's appearance much better. But I used his Age of Ultron torso with the non-purist method and painted it black. But you could also use, in my opinion, the torso from the Outriders, because that gives a nice gold and black detailed look. But I just liked to use my non-purist method for some reason. Regular black legs, black arm, black hand. Same on the other side. I did carry over the arrow and bow from the newer Hawkeye from the Endgame Ultimate Quinjet set, because the last bow we got in Age of Ultron was a little bit different. I'll go ahead and compare those two for you. And I liked this one better because as we know, his bow did change, and I just liked it a little bit better. This is more like a high-tech bow. And I did actually get this thing that goes on the back to hold the arrows, or the quibble, from Wildstyle, from the Lego Movie 2 sets, before I actually got the new Hawkeye, and I put that on him. And even though his face does have the glasses which never appeared, I still think it's an okay face to have. And that completes it for my Hawkeye custom. Next up is Rocket Raccoon, and I used his head, or whole head attachment, if I can get that off, from the Infinity War rocket, because I like the brown shoulder pads instead of the silver ones with the Quantum rocket that came in the Ultimate Quinjet set. I also used his gun from the Ultimate Quinjet set because I really like what that looks like, and I think it's actually accurate to the movie, in my opinion, to the one he had. I used the torso from Loki from Ragnarok. I carried over Rocket's hands. I also just used a pair of regular blue legs from the Infinity War rocket, and I also obviously carried over his tail. And I think this makes for a really good Rocket in his new, almost comic-accurate jumpsuit. And that was really it for Rocket Raccoon. Next up is Scarlet Witch, and I had to customize this one because I loved her role in Endgame when she said, "You took everything from me." Thanos didn't even know who she was, and then she broke his sword, which broke Cap's shield. Anyway, don't get me started on Endgame talk. I used, the majority of this figure was from Civil War. Her torso's from Civil War, arms and hands are from Civil War. The pants are from the scuba divers from Lego City because it has that red line that I think gives good detail. Also, her cape is from Civil War as well. Her head is from Civil War, and I just gave her regular, not really red hair, but redhead hair, because her hair, for whatever reason, does change throughout the movies, and that's just her secondary face. Next up is Nebula, and this figure was very hard for me to customize because I couldn't really find good pieces, but I ended up using a torso from the Star Wars pilot flipped around to give her that blue jumpsuit, as she does switch out with the past Nebula. Same legs from that same character, silver hand and arm, and then just a regular blue arm with some black detailing on it. Her regular sword and head from the Avengers Compound Battle set. And that was my custom Nebula. The next couple of figures are definitely non-purist methods, I just want to let you guys know. And let's get back to the video. So here's my custom Avengers Endgame Hulk, and if I can just get the camera steady for this big fig. I can't really customize big figs, so I use the non-purist method on his arm to represent that burnt up arm. But I do recommend, if you don't want to use a non-purist method, the Gorilla Grodd black arm definitely works for that. But that was it for my Endgame Hulk. Next up is Thanos, and this Thanos is the 2015 Thanos from the Avengers space mission, and I used the non-purist method on his armor to give it that nice detailing. I think it came out okay. I did that a while back. Also gave him a custom gauntlet with no stones and another Gorilla Grodd arm to represent his burnt up arm. This is actually the Thanos I'm using for my Thanos farm mock. And last, but certainly not least, Iron Man. Now this was a non-purist method, again, to make the final battle Iron Man when he snaps and sadly leaves the MCU. So I did some little burnt detailing on this suit because I have a bunch of Mark 50s. I didn't want to ruin my 85 because I only have one. Some more burnt detailed on his face, and I give him a black hand and a black arm to represent more burnt up parts of him. And that was really it for my burnt up Iron Man. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it helpful. But I am really not the custom guy to go to. Go check out my friend over at Lego Ninja Customs who makes awesome purist method customs that are just amazing. Go subscribe to him. Also subscribe to Creeper Fuzzbear Gameplay and my cousin over at Anthony the Lego Man. And subscribe to me and drop a like if you haven't. Comment on this video if you like this and want me to do more. Remember, you can never have too much bricks. And I'll see you in the next video. Keep building.